Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. And so this channel is called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. All right, you guys. So I have a topic that I wanted to talk today in regards to dealing with having trust issues, and it may be for some, you may have a challenge of um, trusting people again after dealing with the abuse. I did get a comment on my video where it was talking about how to fix, trust issues after getting out of the abuse. Because I do understand how difficult it can be, especially again, if you've been traumatized, you've been betrayed, you've been taken advantage of, you've been mistreated. And, it's not a good feeling, and you feel like you want to protect yourself, which you should protect yourself, but you may be on guard, or you can have your walls up, or you may not want to let anybody in, or if you do let people in, you might end up abandoning them first, or you might begin to project like insecurities onto them, or you may be thinking that they're doing things that they're not doing because you may have trust issues. And so, I just kind of want to talk a little bit more about that, and, why you could still be having trust issues, and maybe how you could be open to trusting again. And just a quick disclaimer, you guys, I'm not forcing anybody to trust anyone. If you feel like, you don't want to trust people, that's totally fine. I get it. Because honestly, I was there many years ago, especially after dealing with a narcissist back in like 2013, 2014 is when I went no contact. And even dealing with my aunt, that was like blood family. I lived with her for 5 years, and after everything that went on, I went no contact with her. I want to say it was like late 2014, early 2015 when I went full no contact with my aunt. And it was hard to trust people, but luckily I did have like a handful of friends, or maybe less than that, but a handful of friends that were genuine and that I could really trust, and that helped me through it all, and having the counselor during that period of time. But I get it, you guys. But one of the things, if you are open to trusting, because like I said, if you feel like you are not ready yet, or maybe it's still a process, or you're still healing and you're recovering, that's fine. Keep doing your own thing, keep focusing on yourself. And maybe you might have to spend some time alone, and it could be where you have to begin to trust yourself again, because the thing about it is, once you trust yourself, then you can begin to trust other people. So maybe it could just be where right now you're at a point where you don't trust yourself. Maybe you don't trust like your own decision making. Maybe you don't trust your own thoughts. Maybe you don't trust your emotions, or and stuff like that, because of the abuse that you experienced. So it could be where maybe you just need more time to yourself, more time to work on your insecurities, work on your obstacles and your challenges, which could be, codependencies, CPTSD, working on your loneliness, working on the depression that you might be feeling, working on the cognitive dissonance or the trauma bonds, or it could be some inner child work that needs to be done. Take your time, you guys, because one of the things that I don't want you guys to do is to rush, trying to date other people or trying to trust other people and forcing it. Because if you force something, then, it's like it's not meant to be, or it's not real. And so you definitely don't want to do that. So if you're at a point where you're just like, you don't trust anyone, or it's hard to just be by yourself right now. But if you're at a point where you're just kind of like, I do want to trust, I just would say just take it slow, and to just get to know a person first. Like, be friends with a person for some time. Like, don't feel like you have to be in a rush to get into a relationship or to be in a commitment. Like, get to know the person, ask them questions, and stuff like that, and have them ask you questions, and be honest, because some people can lie. So, just really take your time, and be open, but at the same time, you do just kind of want to have like a slight, no, I'm not saying have your guard up at all time, but just be mindful that people are flawed. No one is perfect. You're not perfect either. I'm not perfect. And people do make mistakes and stuff. So you just kind of want to be mindful. But the thing is again, you just have to open yourself up. And But the whole point is you have to spend time by yourself, and this is how you're going to be able to trust yourself, right? And the other thing is you have to work on your self-esteem. You have to also work on your self-image. You have to work on your self-confidence, because once you begin to spend time by yourself, you work on your self-esteem, you work on your self-image, you work on rebuilding your sense of self. And the more you can make decisions on your own, and the more you can think for yourself, and the more you can do, whether it's small things, little things, or big things, by yourself, for yourself, with your own thoughts, then you could begin to rebuild your confidence back up, which you can begin to start trusting yourself again. And once you slowly but surely start to trust yourself again, then you can begin to trust other people. But it takes time. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with getting advice. It's nothing wrong with getting feedback and support and guidance, because I recommend that. I did that, when I was doing the healing and recovery. But once you get that information, then you have to be by yourself and make decisions for yourself. Because if you constantly have other people making decisions for you, or thinking for you, or doing things for you all the time, it can make you get codependent on others. And so that way you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your own thinking, your own decision making, your own problem solving skills or talents that you may have, or the ability to solve challenges, or, other obstacles in your life. You get me? So it's like, you have to learn how to be by yourself, do things for yourself, and think for yourself, if that makes sense. So I hope that is helpful, for those of you that could be dealing with trust issues. Trust me, I get it. Some of you guys are like, no, I'm still not trusting nobody. And I get it, you guys. And sometimes you may have this mentality where you're just kind of like, everybody's guilty until proven innocent, and hey, it is what it is. People are going to show you their true colors eventually. So, I mean, you can kind of just go with the flow in that case. But, just me personally, I say, I give people the benefit of the doubt. And, things happen. If it's some honest mistake, all right, cool, let's work it out. But if it continues to keep happening, if it's a pattern, if it's a behavior, then you have to be like, and stuff like that. But I do get, like, if you've been hurt and stuff like that, it's difficult to open back up again, or it's difficult to trust again. But like I said, you have to begin to trust yourself. That's the key, is trusting you. And then once you trust you, then you can trust your decision making and the ability to take action, or to make things happen, or to go forward in a friendship, or to go forward in a relationship. So I hope that this is helpful. I would love to know, maybe, is this beneficial to you in trusting people again, or are you still just kind of like, you still don't trust nobody? Because some people, they have that mentality where they're like, no, I'm not trusting nobody. Like, and one of the things that I will say that can maybe help you is you can start to put your trust in God, right? You could put your trust in God, and then you could say, hey, God, I've been hurt, I've been traumatized, and I want to trust people again. I want to trust myself first, right? And then I want to eventually start to trust other people. So if you build that relationship with God, then God can eventually help you to start trusting yourself, and then you can start trusting other people. But that takes time, so. But anyway, I would love to know, what was you guys' biggest takeaway? What was your feedback? Is this something that you're struggling to do after narcissistic abuse? And I know it can also be difficult, especially like if you had a narc parent, narc in-laws, narc siblings, narc bosses, friends, they can really betray you and make you have your guard up, and actually keep you from having opportunities to move forward in your life, because you just like, you don't trust people. You're just like, no, leave me alone. Or you might push people away, because you're afraid that they're going to hurt you and stuff like that. And sometimes you might just have to take a risk, and it is what it is. It just depends on you and your situation. So anyway, I hope that this is helpful and insightful. I would love to know, what was your takeaway? Any feedback, I would love to know. And you guys, please keep leaving comments on the videos. It definitely does help. Maybe it's a comment that you leave on the video. It could be helpful to somebody else in their situation dealing with a narcissist. So definitely keep doing that, you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to link the video below where I was talking more about trusting people and how to fix it. So if you like this, make sure you check out that other one. But yeah, until the next time, you guys, I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.